Hey people of YouTube, wanted to talk about Borderlands 2. Went to the midnight release for it last night and finally got a chance to play it, and have to say that the game is badass. There's a lot better than the first one. You know, everything has been completely, in my eyes, almost redone for the sequel. I was kind of skeptical just a little bit on the game, you know, nothing too drastic, but when I actually got a chance to play my copy of it, because as most of you know that I went to the Gearbox community event in Dallas on Saturday and got a chance to play Colonial Marines and Borderlands 2. Got to meet Randy Pitchford and the developers and so on and so forth. But anyway, moving on. The game, my character that I'm playing with is the Commando, Axton, which he's really good in my eyes. You know, eventually I'm going to play with the rest of the characters, but I'm kind of stuck on this guy. His turret is pretty badass. You know, the AI alone in Borderlands 2 is a lot smarter, more tactical. They react more to your, you know, when you shoot them. Things like that, the small things that make the game a lot better. Another thing is going back to the skill tree. I'm really hell bent on sticking with this character right now because his middle tree, I forget the name of it, but it has a nuke on it, and I'm really hell bent on getting that for the simple fact that I saw a video on it and it looks badass. So I'm really looking forward to getting that. But anyway, yeah, the game is outstanding. I mean, it's graphically, gameplay, there's a lot of options. Controller wise, you can actually go into you can have, you know, you can use your default settings, or you can use different settings, typical game, but also there's a thing in there in which you can do a custom preset, which you can customize your control style, which I thought that was pretty cool. Of course, I'm just using the default because I don't want to get into all that, you know, moving shit around, all this stuff. So, but that option is there, nevertheless. So anyway, yeah, the game is massive in size. You know, the open world is definitely an RPG feel, so that makes it pretty intense itself. So, but anyway, the bosses are really cool, humorous. Claptrap's funny. A few little one-liners in there. But one thing I want to talk about. Normally I don't do this, but, and I'm going to warn you now, this is a spoiler of the final boss. So don't be mad. I'm warning you now. It's a spoiler. So don't leave me hate comments, please. Anyway, a lot of people, when they watch the new launch trailer that Gearbox put out a few days ago, or yesterday, whatever it was, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, something like that. That there, at the end of the trailer, there is a dragon, and that would be your final boss. I joined the guy's game. Apparently, I guess he got it a little bit early, so he was playing it. And he was a decent level. He wasn't max or anything, which max is 50 until the DLCs come out, then they're going to raise it. But that dragon at the end of the launch trailer, that is the final boss. If you don't count when Handsome Jack comes up to you and you shoot him once, and he dies and gives you a bunch of shit. But yeah, just to clarify that the dragon at the end of the launch trailer is the final boss of the game, besides shooting Jack once, and a little shit falls to the ground, but gives you some pretty good loot, which is cool, I guess. He talks shit and everything, and then you pop him and he's done. So with that being said, if y'all don't have Borderlands 2, go out and get it. That game is going to be game of the year, I think. It is awesome, very, very good. So anyway, I want to talk a little bit about the AI. The AI, just in my skill, my action skill, which I have the saber turret, the AI on that is precise. It is so precise. Right when you deploy that turret, pop, 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 you're taking out those little shithead racks that fly around you. You know, and it's very accurate. When you get the laser sight on it, that is even better because your accuracy is through the roof. So, yeah. I would play as Axton. That's my personal favorite right now until I play as the other ones. But we'll see what happens when I play with the other characters. But anyway, like I said, if you don't have Borderlands 2, go out and pick that little shit up, because it is a fun game. But anyway, that's all I really have to say. I'm really tired right now. I didn't get much sleep over the weekend. I was busy, and plus Monday, didn't get much sleep either, obviously. But anyway, yeah, that's all I really have to say. Go out and pick it up. See ya.